Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to understand the Leetcode problem number 3737. It's a count subarray with majority element 1. So we'll talk about how to understand the majority element and how we should write the checks for the majority elements. Okay, basically the question says that you are given a integer array nums and integer target. You have to return number of subarrays of nums in which the target is the majority element. The majority element of a subarray is the element that appears strictly more than half of the times in the subarray. So let's talk about the nums we have. Nums we have is 1, 2, 2, 3 and the target is 2. So basically we want to find the majority element target, right, where the target should be means the 2 should be at least, it should be greater than equal to the length of the subarray by 2, means it should be greater than that, right? So if you see here, at from index 1 to 1 we have one element, that is 2. Similarly for this index from here to here, from here to here, we can see these are the elements. A number of 2 are obviously greater than the length by 2, correct? And so there are 5 such subarray we can rewrite from here, the given array, right? And so the answer is 5 subarray. We have to count if these are the valid subarray, right? Let's suppose you will generate a subarray and you will check the majority element is existing, means this become a valid subarray. So like that we will keep checking all the subarray and we'll count it and will return the number of subarray which are valid subarray. Are you understanding, right? So similarly we have other examples you can go through. Comes to the constant. The constant, if we have given nums dot length should be greater than equal to 1 and less than 1000, what does it mean is that means the array is smaller, and we can say that if it satisfies this condition, it means basically we can try O of n square, we can apply. Okay, we can apply O of n square. So we can apply O of n square. Let's try to understand how to implement this. So basically you can apply O of n square means to loop, and we know how to implement the subarray, right? So to find the subarray, basically you need a 2 for loop. The one for loop that start from I and it should go to the j, so you can generate all the subarrays and then you will check the majority element checks and you can find it. So like that we can do, and I think there is no other than we need to talk, right? So let's go to the code and we'll understand here. So what we have given nums, we have given a target, we have given. So basically we can find n is the length of the given array and the valid subarray count we need, right? Because this should be the output, right? Now very first we want a loop, for loop, that we want to loop through every possible starting position, right? From that will start from I equal to 0 and it will go to till the n, and so that when I equal to 0 we will check for all the possible subarray, means we want to expand the subarray to the right of one element at a time, right? So when we'll do the try run, you will understand, don't worry. Okay, basically when we want to a for loop, right, nested for loop, it means in this case we want to traverse for all the elements, right? I mean there will be a set of elements that known as a subarray, right? And we'll check. So let's say the target frequency is 0 initially we'll take, and the very first we will check the element, what is the target element, how many times the target element comes, right? And that is called target frequency, right? So if the current element matches the target, means we basically increment the counter, right? So we just need to check the number of elements should be less than the target frequency into 2, basically target frequency is greater than the current length by 2, and so we can directly say that either this, or we can say current length by 2, the target frequency should be greater, right? And if you want to find the current length, you just need to do what? The j minus I plus 1. So we can find the current length. And in that way, if that condition satisfied, we know that this is a valid subarray. So like that, we need to find the valid subarray. We'll keep incrementing the valid subarray, and we know if you keep incrementing, we know that the value will be either 0 or greater than 0, right? And that answer will come as an output. Till now, I know that it's very easy to understand, but still if you have a doubt, let me know in the comment section. So let's try to understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let's suppose we have 1, 2, 2, 3 and 4. We have like this, we have a given element. Basically we can use the same one, but it's fine. So index is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, correct? So when we start from I equal to 0, means let's suppose you keep I here, okay, and j, so we call this is a I, sorry guys, and then we will use j here, okay, here. So we start from I, j we also start from the same I, right? So what will happen, the very first, when I is 0, means j is also 0. So we can start for the very first array, that is I0 and J0, okay, from 0 to 0. Then we can go for all others, right? We can go 0 and j will go till next j plus plus, means till 1. So we can use 0 to 1, right? So in this case 0 0 means we can leave for like this, right? I and 0, or you can keep it also. So we have to keep checking all the target, right, with the element in the given subarray, means what is the value at here, what is the value at here. So this value is what we have, 1 and 2, correct? So 1 and 2 means this 2 is coming here as a target, right, which is matching. It means we will increment target frequency plus plus. This way we have to keep checking until this value. And why we have took this loop is number of target frequency, means if the frequency is greater than the length by 2, means the given array we have, right, or array means in this type is a subarray. If the array size is we have given, means length we have given, it will divide by 2, means half of the length. If any element or the target element, number of target element in the subarray, if it is greater than the subarray length by 2, it means that's a valid subarray, okay? It means we'll increment plus plus, and then we'll keep checking the, no, not keep checking, basically we'll return the valid count that we have increment for the subarray. So this two loop is only for checking and incrementing this count, and once these loops are completed, you need to return the valid count, okay? So that's what we have in this video, guys. In case still if you're struggling, please let me know in the comment section and we'll go from there. Thank you so much, and keep subscribing the channel and share with your friends if they are also learning. And that's all I have in this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next one.